Hello again, and thank you for taking a moment with Mel. Today, we are going to talk about love, real love, not lust, but love. Not the love that's there for only the good times, but the real love, covenant love. I have been in covenant with God and my husband for 21 years, and I have been with my husband for 23 years total. Back in the day, truth be told, I was not a fan of sticking hard situations out. I really didn't notice that I had a pattern, but again, my brother Devin said to me one day, this guy's here more than 2 weeks. He must be, maybe he's gonna be around a little bit. He noticed the pattern with me that if somebody annoyed me within the first 2 weeks, that they would swiftly be gone. I really had a theory at that time because, in my mind, the first 2 weeks of a relationship, even the first month of a relationship, is kind of sort of the honeymoon phase. So, if you are plucking my nerves within the first 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, or 4 weeks of us being together, we might not need to be together. This time it was different. I stood in front of God and took vows. I entered into a covenant. The poem Soft Place is about my love of and evolution with my husband, Serlo, the man that God handpicked just for me. Like many other couples, we hit a very rough patch in our marriage. After many months of going back and forth, and actually at one point living in two separate rooms in one house, after all of the back and forth and thinking there's no way that we can come back from this, I made the decision to notify my parents and to notify my uncles. But the funny thing is, I thought that I was done, but God wasn't done. He came into the room that I was in the middle of the night and told me that he was having chest pain. Now, remember, I'm a nurse, so I don't take chest pain very simply. And I kind of understood why he was probably having the chest pain because I knew that we were going through a lot. So I asked him, do you want me to come with you to the hospital? He said yes, and we went to the hospital. So we went to the emergency room, and they quickly took him in, and he was laying on the gurney. And I thought to myself, this feels like wife duty, and we had already said that we were not going to be together. So I said, you know what? Something in my heart was telling me I need to ask him the question. I'd asked him this question before, and his answer was, yes, I think it's done. But I said, you know what? Let me ask this question one more time. And I looked him in the eye and I said to him, are you sure that you want to end this? And he said, no. For the record, I am not a fan or do I support staying in situations where you are being abused. Commitment to God and each other kept us there. Devin helped with translation, and Michelle helped us to see what was possible in the future. She said, Melanie, what I've seen with second marriages is that people take the lessons that they learn from the first marriage and they apply it to the second marriage. And the second marriage sometimes is a lot better and stronger than the first marriage. So, what if you guys decided that even though you're going to be married to each other, that you are going to start anew and start something fresh? So, that's what we did. Even though I have only been married once, I've had two stages of my marriage. This is an excerpt from the poem Soft Place. We decided to learn from the past, but not dwell there, to move forward anew. Me accepting you, you accepting me. Me being blind sometimes, you being deaf sometimes. Some people's love is limited to who they are comfortable with you being. Yours supported me and cheered for me through my evolutions. For better or worse, you for me for you, until one rocking chair stopped.